Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and today we're going to review the camera on the U-Unique. So the U-Unique is a budget smartphone which is priced 4,999 and comes with a 8 megapixel rear camera with LED flash. The camera unit has a Saturn ring mechanism which the company calls, and very similar to what we saw on the Euphoria. Now talking about the front camera, this is just a 2 megapixel front camera, unlike the Euphoria which had a 5 megapixel front camera. So now let's go into the camera aspects. So first up, let's see the interface, and then we'll see the sample shots, although video recording, and also analyze the front facing camera for selfies. So first step, let's open the camera interface. So this is the interface of the U-Unique. So unlike the Euphoria which had the Cyanogen OS, the interface was completely different. So here we have a totally new interface. This is not even the stock Android interface, so this is something new from U. And you can see on the left side there are lots of options available. So the first one is to select the options. You can see the flash mode, you can turn it off, on, or make it automatic. Then you have the option to store location. Picture size can be maximum of 8 megapixel. It can go down to WXGA. Then picture quality can be selected as super fine. You can select 55%, that's a minimum value. Then there is countdown timer, internal storage to storage option, then face detection, ISO, then you have exposure, white balance, and red eye detection. So these are a lot of options are included when compared to other budget devices. Then you have the beauty face mode. So you can see here there are lots of options to choose. You can also have custom option to whiten and soften the image, and then you can turn it off in case you don't want. Then you have the option to turn on the front facing camera. Then you have the filters. So quite a lot of filters are also included, so you can enable those filters if you want them. Then if you go to the last option, this is the modes. You have the automatic mode, then you have the HDR, portrait mode, landscape mode, sports mode, flowers mode, backlight mode, candlelight, sunset, night mode, beach, and snow. So these are various options available. So feature wise it's a very good camera, lots of options are included, but interface is in really user friendly. Say for example, if you want to quickly turn off or on the flash, you have to go to the settings and then select the flash unit, then you have to select it from there, and there's no quick toggle available here. So that's one thing which should have been provided. The flash is one thing which we use quite frequently, so if you want to turn or turn off the flash, this is pretty hectic task. Apart from that, this interface looks pretty decent, does have lots of options to choose from, and you have the panorama mode, video mode, and the photo mode. So if you turn on the video mode, you can see that we can record videos in 1080p. That's a full HD video capacity. Then we have the duration. You can set maximum duration for video, or you can leave it as no limit. Then the other options include white balance option. Then you also have the filters option. You can see these are the filters available in video as well. So that was the interface. So interface wise, this is a pretty decent camera, we would say. It does come with a good amount of features for a budget smartphone. Remember, this is priced 4,999. So for that price point, this is a decent interface, and it does offer lots of options, modes, and filters. Now let's go to the camera samples taken in the daylight. So first up, let's see the daylight shots. So here are the daylight shots taken with this device, and as you can see, the daylight shots have come pretty good. We would say this is good clarity for a budget smartphone. It's an ultra budget smartphone, so for that pricing, this is pretty good photos. You can see the colors have come really good, and although the contrast ratio is slightly on the higher side, it is still a decent camera for this price point. The sharpness levels are not really impressive, and if you zoom in the photos, you can see that there is noise. If you look in closely, the photos do have noise even in daylight, but still then for a budget smartphone which is priced just 4,999, this is decent quality photos. Even the close-up shots have come pretty well. We did have an issue with focusing. Probably this is the issue is something with our review unit, but then if that issue doesn't exist, the close-up photos have also come pretty good. There is good amount of clarity, detailing is also pretty good. Again, the contrast looks slightly higher, but still then we would say this is good quality for a budget smartphone, and overall the colors look pretty well. Again, the sharpness levels are not that impressive, but then they are acceptable levels, and we would say this is one good camera in the budget category, or rather the ultra budget category, which produces pretty decent results. Now let's move on to the low light images. So low light images isn't really a strength of this camera. Obviously you can't expect really great performance from an ultra budget device, but it still manages to capture decent amount of clarity in the photos with I mean adequate lighting. The clarity looks pretty okay, not really impressive, but again the color quality looks pretty adequate for a low light image. And the flash also works pretty well. It's able to light up the object pretty well. It's not overexposing the photos, and overall the clarity of photos with flash also looks pretty good. So all in all, in the daylight and low light imaging capabilities, we would say this is a decent budget smartphone. If you're looking for an ultra budget device with decent camera abilities, the UU Unique is a good buy, we would say. Now talking about the video recording abilities, as we said before, the phone can record videos in 1080p, that's full HD recording, and you can see the sample here. Again, the video at full HD video recording looks pretty good. The colors again have come very good, but again the sharpness levels are slightly on the lower side. But overall we would say this is an acceptable quality for a budget smartphone with full HD video recording capabilities. Now moving on to the front facing camera. As you said before, this phone comes with a front facing camera. So this is the front facing camera on this device, and you can see if you take the front facing camera, you have this 2 megapixel option here. Then the picture quality can be set. So the options which are available in the rear camera is also available in the front camera as well. Now if you go to the video recording mode, you can see this phone supports this 720p HD recording for front facing camera, and the options available are also pretty decent. Now talking about the front facing camera quality, here are the sample shots taken with the front facing camera. It's not really impressive. The 2 megapixel camera isn't really the best in this category, and the photo quality doesn't look really impressive. It's kind of washed out and not really sharp images. You can take some casual selfies with this device, but not really great selfies, and for that you need to pick a better 5 megapixel front facing camera. So this front facing camera isn't really that good for selfies. It's just for casual social sharing, that's all. So overall we would say this device does have the capabilities of a good camera smartphone in the budget category. Remember, this is priced just 4,999, and for that pricing we would say this camera does the job pretty well. Now it's not really a great camera in any aspect. It does have good color quality. The photos have come with decent clarity, not really sharp images, but still decent clarity, and the flash also works pretty well. So all in all, we would say if you're looking for an ultra budget device, then the U Unique with an 8 megapixel rear camera and LED flash really works for you. So that was a detailed camera review of the Unique. Hope you liked this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to your YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.